All right, we have Dr. Tam here and we have Rocky here with us. Rocky, today is your very first day and
It
helping us
is.
out in the virtual world, right?
Yep, it
You
is.
know, we are really excited for you to be here with us. And today, I like to, we're starting a brand new podcast show, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
where every single day, right, at least 3 to 5 times a week, what I like to do is I like to go over with our audience on things that are health related, things that they can do to better their health. Because there's a few things. I want to, number one, help people with their pain, which overall helps people with their function. And then thirdly, their longevity. So I'm all about decreasing pain, increasing their function, livelihood, and then also increasing their longevity as
Mm-hmm.
a whole. So since this is the first episode, what are some questions, like top of mind questions, Rocky, that you have? I mean, we haven't even planned that much about it. We kind of talk about what
Yeah.
we're going to talk about. So, but it's kind of like rapid fire, you know.
Right.
If you were a patient, right? Or maybe you were looking for a doctor for your mom and dad,
Mm-hmm.
right? Maybe they hurt their lower back or, something, for example.
Mm-hmm.
What would you want to know from a doctor? Like, what kind of information do you want to know about what we do?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, definitely first up, when I'm looking for a doctor for my mom and dad, um, definitely the credentials of the doctor, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is this someone that, I can trust, especially with health issues? So that's the first one.
So my credentials.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this. I went to University of California, Davis for, got my bachelor's over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Completed my 4 year degree there in exercise biology. And the reason why I chose exercise biology was because, well, I wanted to become a medical doctor,
Mm-hmm.
you know, initially. But because of my mom's condition, we found an amazing natural doctor, a chiropractor that was able to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to enrolled in chiropractic doctorate school. So after University of California, Davis, graduating with a bachelor's, they call it a BS degree, right? You
Yeah.
know, after getting a BS degree in exercise biology, went to chiropractic school and completed a 4 year program in 3 years. It's not like I learned anything less. I'm not trying to say, hey, I only went through 3 years of school instead of 4 years. It's
Yeah.
just because I didn't take any summers off.
Oh, okay.
So if you didn't have the summers off, you have 3 extra quarters,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is
Right.
another full year.
Right.
So that's how I was able to complete 4 years of school in 3 years.
All right. Okay. And
Yeah.
how long have you been, doing this?
I've been doing this month, May 27th of 2022 will be 13 years.
Wow. That's
I
a long
started this,
time.
yeah. It's a long time, right? I know it sounds like a long time. We started this practice, gosh, it was May 27th,
Hmm.
2009 is when we first started. And when we first started, it was just me,
Hmm.
right? And then over time, it grew to another doctor, more assistants, and now we have our medical director, nurse practitioners. I mean, you name it.
Hmm.
We're here. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that definitely, if I'm gonna be the one choosing, then that's definitely one of the things that I'm gonna look at. But also maybe I'm curious. Why did you choose, this field?
The reason why I chose this field is because years ago, my mom was diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia. So this was back in 2002.
Hmm.
And at the time, I was pre med, right? Pre medical student. And I went to all the, doctor visits and everyone, with her. And at the time, I thought she was going to be, hey, you know what, the doctors are going to be better. I don't know why this little button icon won't go away on my screen. I'm just going to press this smile, and then
Okay.
somehow it goes away now. Okay. But in 2002, she was diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia. So I went with her to the doctor for everything. We
Mhm.
went through medical doctor. We went to neurologists. We just overall took time in finding out what was the best way to get her treated. Well, through a lot of medication, she had Botox injections in her head and
Yeah.
her neck. She had steroid injections in her head and neck, and eventually nothing got better.
Mhm.
And then the doctor eventually wanted to do a slit open the side of her face and cut
Mhm.
the nerve.
Wow.
And we're like, whoa, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Our family's pretty private about our health. Eventually, we just started reaching out to friends and family and asking them, like, hey, who do you know that could help, right? And we found a chiropractor who was a natural doctor in about 3 hours away. So we went, people who say they traveled an hour or 2 hours to come see us,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
We went to see this doctor 3 hours away.
Mhm.
And we went to see this doctor 2 times a week.
Wow.
But after about 3 months, my mom was over 50% better
Okay.
for the first time in 2 years.
Mhm.
I just looked at the doctor and I said, is there a lot of people who needs what you do? And he
Mhm.
says, absolutely. I said, that's what I want to do. I said,
Okay.
I want to do what you do. So went to school in 2005, graduated in 2008, opened our office in 2009, and 2022,
Mhm. 13
13
years
years
in the
later.
making.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. 13 years in the making, and I am more excited about what we do here than ever before. So, yeah,
All
that's
right.
why I do what I do and how we got here.
Yeah. So yeah, because I would say that it's at times it's really hard to find a doctor who would, really, let's say, genuinely care about a patient. And I
Hmm.
think, that's it has something to it needs to come from something, right? Like an experience and all
Right,
that. And I think that's
right.
what happened to you. That's why, I can see that you're very passionate about your calling, I would say.
Yeah. And I'm sure before working for us, you probably saw some videos online, look this up a
Yeah.
little bit here and there.
Y- Yeah, yeah, I did. I did. I saw a lot of videos, and the videos are very educational as well. So, it's great.
Yeah, and I that's one of the reasons why I want to do this podcast
Hmm.
and this video series so that we could provide even more education
Hmm.
for patients, right? Because there's so many things out there where we think that we where we believe that we know what to do, but yet at the same time we may not know what to
Hmm.
do, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess those are all of my questions at the top of my head, Dr. Tam.
Yeah, I think that's a good start. Good start
Hmm.
for our first episode,
Yeah.
right? You
Hmm.
know, and then we'll move on to the second one. So, all right. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right.